Alright guys, so many of you have been asking me, man, how do you hook up your PlayStation 4 to Xbox One S? And what are the steps needed to achieve that signal on your Xbox One S console and then upscale it? Alright, let's do the first step. The first step is on the back of your Xbox One S console. What do you see here? You see two HDMI inputs. One in, one out. It's very important to remember this. Alright. The HDMI out is the one that you connect, that goes to your TV. So this is the one that you want to connect right here. This is the one you want to connect to your Xbox One out, like right here. Let me show you. Remember, I'm doing this with one hand. Okay, this is the HDMI out. This is the one that goes to your TV. This is where you're going to be getting that 4K signal on your TV from your Xbox One S. So this is going to your TV. Okay, this is how you play your Xbox. Now the other cable, it's coming right here. This is the one that's coming from my PlayStation 4. You can see the PlayStation 4 logo on there. So this cable right here, it's going to go to your HDMI in, which is right here. Let me show you. Right here. Just HDMI in. It's right there. Now, this is the cable, HDMI in, that you need to connect your PlayStation 4 in the back of your Xbox One S. Now, once you have your HDMI cable from your PlayStation 4 plugged into the HDMI in, right here. Now, the second step is going to be on your user interface on Xbox One S. So we're gonna boot up the console and then we're gonna go to a user interface. And from there, I'm gonna show you the step 2. Okay, so once you have your Xbox One S boot up, the next step is going to be your user interface. Okay, once you are at the user interface on your Xbox One S, make sure that you go to your TV app right here. This is where you need to go. You need to go to this TV app on your dashboard and you need to click on that TV app. But before you click on that TV app, make sure that you go ahead and power up your PlayStation 4. Okay, so here's my PlayStation 4. We're going to power it up and we'll turn it on. It should be right here. Once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and check out my signal on Xbox One S TV app. Okay, so the PlayStation 4, it's turned on. Make sure you turn it on first. Now once you turn on your PlayStation 4, make sure, which I'll explain later on, to turn off your HDCP protection copyrights off. Because if you don't do that, then you won't be able to send the signal feed. But first thing first, let's click on the TV app. Remember, that's where you're going to be playing your your PlayStation 4. It's going to be in your TV app. Make sure you click on your TV app. And shortly there should be a signal coming. Just wait a little bit. Okay, there it is. There's a signal. Now, let me go ahead and click on my PlayStation 4. That's me right there in my Godfather suit. And there you are. There it is. Now, let me show you something interesting. Hold on. That's there. Remember, this is the TV app. And the reason you're using a TV app is because that's where you plug in your cable box. Okay? And that's why you're using that TV app. But instead of plugging your cable box, I plugged in my PlayStation 4. And the only reason I'm able to get the signal from PlayStation 4, it's this, which I'll show you. Here's the important step you need to do to make sure that your PlayStation 4 gets the signal. We're going to go to the settings right now. Okay, so first thing first, make sure you go to the settings. Should be right over here. Settings, settings, settings. right here. Go to the settings, right there. Click on the settings, and then make sure you go to a system settings. Hold on, it should be right here. System, right here. Make sure you scroll all the way down to the system when you go to the settings menu. Click on the system right here, and then see where it says here enable HDCP. Make sure that this is turned off. Okay, see, I have it off. I don't have any markings on it. I didn't put any marks on it, so make sure you turn this off. Even though it says if you turn this off, some applications cannot be used, don't worry about that. That's just Sony scaring the dummies. But you want to make sure that you turn HDCP off. You see how I don't have any check marks on it? It's empty. Make sure you don't have any check marks on it. Just keep it empty. Make sure you turn it off. Because if you don't turn this off, you won't be able to use the signal on your Xbox One S because of that high digital copyright media protection act, whatever. You know, the whole thing. That's only Sony doing that. You know. So once you have that off, then that's your last step. You shouldn't have to worry about it. But you should do this first before you connect your PlayStation 4 to your Xbox One. You want to make sure that you go to your PlayStation settings and turn the HDCP off, and then plug in your PlayStation 4 to Xbox One S HDMI in, and then go to your app TV, which is right here, and click on it. Right here, you just click on your TV app, and there you go, right there. And that's how you upscale. Now, I know some of you is going to say, well, but don't you think that TV will upscale the PlayStation anyway? Yes, it will fill in the screen, but guess what? This baby right here already has the 4K abilities. So you're using a native 4K resolution on the settings right here. So you're going to get much better upscale. See right here? On the settings, you're already using the 4K resolution. This is a 4K native resolution on the Xbox One S user interface. Okay, so you are already using that true native resolution. So the upscale is going to look better when you are feeding it through something that's already native 4K resolution. Granted, the upscale will look better than your traditional TV. Now, you don't have to do it this way. Granted, there's some TVs out there that can do it better than my Vizio. Like the one brand new Samsung that's $2,500, and it does much better upscale than this Xbox One S. And I've seen it in person in Best Buy. But if you don't have super high expensive TV, which I know that many of you cannot afford that because it's freaking expensive, $3,000, right? How many of you can go out there and buy a $3,000 TV? All right, so I'm talking about people middle class. I'm not talking about people who are high rollers, you know. So if you have, just like I do, you have this M55C2 Vizio TV, then obviously you're gonna go ahead and use this method, because my TV Vizio M55C2 doesn't have that powerful upscaler. It looks good, but it doesn't have that upscaler that does a better job than my Xbox One S. So hopefully this helps you guys, so that way you can, you know, use this. And because I know many of you have been asking me, man, when you gonna do this video? When you gonna do this video and show us how to do it? Well, there it is. Follow these steps, and you can enjoy your PlayStation 4 through your Xbox One S. You know, another cool feature about this is, guess what? You don't have to switch back and forth. Well, let's go to HDMI 2 or HDMI 3. You can easily switch back between playing a game here and then going back to the TV and playing your PlayStation 4. You can easily switch back and forth between the two. Or if you want to check something on your Xbox One S to see if somebody is calling you, you can just exit and check it out. So there you go, guys. Enjoy it, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.